Hello, I'm here, top of Church Street, Primark Old End on this very busy, noisy Friday afternoon, walking in and around our Cherry City Centre. More and more cultural change, universal Scousers are transforming long-standing proud Scouse communities. Our Cherry City Centre, Scouse schools dominating more and more of our Scouse economy. This long term can't be in our best interest. What are we going to leave our children and our grandchildren, all those amazing Scousers yet to be born? What's going to be left for them? Hell, the crumbs. That's what's going to be left, because that's what's happening. You can see what's happening, right? Not me making it up or having to go at anyone. It's real and present, I'm afraid, right? See, like I said before, once your rivals are in the driving seat, you dance to their tune. There's no changing anything back. They're not going to play fair and hand everything back. That's not happening, ladies and gentlemen, right? That's never happening, and it hasn't happened in any other once unique, proud communities across the country that have underwent profound cultural change, right? That's not how it works. You don't hand anything back, it's theirs. There has been a change, a cultural change, right? And there, as I've said, then in the driving seat. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen, right? Especially with the culture that doesn't want to assimilate, wants to dominate. They have no intentions whatsoever of playing fair, let alone handing anything back. So that's why it's in our best interest to oppose further cultural change. As I've said before many times, we are still well and truly in the driving seat, right? If we act now, we take decisive action now. 227 council elections. Find a candidate, like I've said, reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. 229 general election. By that time, our city's going to be in a right mess. Find a candidate, reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. Short of that, ladies and gentlemen, these reckless politicians, Ian Byrne, Dan Carden, Paula Barker, Kim Johnson, Liam Robinson, councillor for Kensington, head of Liverpool City Council, they will leave us to the mercy of cultural change. They don't care. Or if they do care, they're not going to say anything. They're going to remain silent. So the silence is the complicit in cultural change then. The silence, right? Never said that right. Bear with me. It's getting busy. It's strange in the city centre. 1 minute there's not large crowds, and the next minute there is, they just appear. But anyway, I'll do my best to negotiate in and out of people. So, like I've said, right, more and more universal Scousers are transforming long-standing proud Scouse communities, our Cherry City Centre, Scouse schools, our economy more and more dependent on universal Scousers. So we need to oppose this, ladies and gentlemen, while we still can. Like I've said, we're still well and truly in the driving seat. New arrivals aren't, we are well and truly still in the driving seat. We must take decisive action now before a tipping point where our city is not going to recover from, right? Cultural change has transformed our glorious city to such an extent, right? There is no changing it back, right? Once that's happened, that's the end of the Scouse farm as we know it. Yeah, Liverpool will still be here in name. Empire will still be here. St George's Hall and Liver buildings and all that, all still be here. But the city will never be the same place. Bear with me, it's getting really busy, right? Our city will never ever be the same place again. It will be a different place, culturally changed, where we then dance to the tune new arrivals have now brought with them. Their culture, basically, right? That's what will happen. That's what's happened in other communities across the country. And like I've said before, the proof is in the pudding. It's not me making it up. What's happened to London, Leicester, Birmingham, Manchester, parts of Bradford, Oldham, Burnley, Halifax, Rotherham, Keighley, and so on and so on. Well, exactly. So you know what I'm saying has truth in it. Of course it does, right? It has truth in it because it's happened elsewhere, right? And like I've said, I've got nothing personal against any new arrivals, universal scouts. I don't even know them. That's not the point here. They could all be the most wonderful people in the world, and I'm sure most are. But too many, it's going to culturally change our city into a different place. Long-standing proud Scouts communities will change into different places, like they did right across Leicester, London, Birmingham. Our Scouts economy eventually will be beholden to new arrivals, universal Scousers. What is going to be left for our children, our grandchildren? Crumbs? Because that's the way it's going, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to call time now to really is getting busy, and like I've said before, you're dodging in and out of people. I hope you understand. I know you do. So once there's a tipping point, there's no turning that tipping point back. That's what I should have said before, right? There is no turning it back. It's gone, right? That's what's happened to London, Leicester, Birmingham, and as I say, many other places. Now we can avoid reaching that. I've said that right, because we're still well and truly in the driving seat if we act now. So remember, come election time, find a candidate reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. It's no good vote for some bozo, I understand that. Find someone reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. Short of that, ladies and gentlemen, long term, 5 or 10 years time, our city will have changed dramatically. Maybe so dramatically, there's no changing it back. It's reached a tipping point of no return. That's probably best how I should have said it. So, that's why I'm down here, Jones, right? Down here because I care. I'm down here because I understand the threat our city is now facing. It is facing a cultural threat, right? That if not stopped, long term will be disastrous for our city. There is no ifs or buts about it. It will be disastrous. I'm going to go now, ladies and gentlemen. I may do another video later, but remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouts pride, shout it out loud, Scouts and proud. Okay, thank you.